Well on this beautiful Tuesday. Weather's getting a little better out here in the Northeast. Everything's looking positive. Not positive snow inches, but more positive tree budding. So happy Tuesday. And today it's Trash Talk Tuesdays. I'm going to talk a little bit about the dirty side of business. Yeah. Dirty side. Getting dirty, getting your hands dirty, playing in the mud in the worst of business. Talking about people who play dirty for the right reasons and people who play dirty to succeed and people who play dirty because they just have a crap mentality and they don't know how to conduct themselves in business. We're going to talk about those people to start. So welcome to Trash Talk Tuesdays, getting it down and dirty about business. So a little business lesson that I need to teach, because it's even more annoying in the day and age that we live in with the communication opportunities that we have. So if you're in business and you have experienced what I'm about to talk about, let me know. Send us an email or you can drop a voice note. I believe there will be a voice note option on the episode. I believe it's just in our Anchor app. When you go into Anchor in the Anchor episode, I believe you can save yourself you can record a little voice note comment. And in those comments, I'm able to share on future episodes. So if you'd like to, you could do that. Or if you just simply want to DM me, email me, call me, whatever the case, text me. Communication is key. You can find all of our communication on Instagram at Official Raylos, at Leave a Legacy Ventures, at the Legacy Life Podcast, at Leave a Legacy Media, and of course, our website, thelegacylife.biz, B-I-Z. So, communication. There's plenty of it. Plenty of ways to get in touch with me. And let's talk about that. People with dirty minds, a messy mind. A messy mind in which they don't know how to conduct themselves in business. Proper business etiquette. Communication. And like I said in the beginning, we've got all these options now. There is zero excuses to not take 10, 20, 30 seconds out to reach back to someone who reaches out to you. Hell, you have I don't know, at this point, 5, 6 options. Not just an email, not just a phone call. There's email, phone. You can call someone, you could text someone, you could email the person, send them a short message. You got direct messaging through social media apps times, probably 3, 4, 5. What do you got? LinkedIn, Instagram, sometimes multiple Instagrams like I have, Twitter. I mean, it doesn't take much. So, if someone sends you an email trying to do business with you, just message them back, even if you're not interested. It's such a dirty mindset of a move mentally, right? Yeah, clean that stuff upstairs. Just take the time. Take 10, 20, 30 seconds out to just drop a message. Say, hey, especially when you see the email or you see the message come in, whether it be a text, DM, email, whatever, right? On the sender's side, we can see that you read that that message. So just take a moment. You're already looking at it. You've got the phone in your hands. Start typing. Hey, how you doing? Got your message, yada yada. Can't talk right now, but ... something. So, little experience. If you've had that experience where you're trying to do business with people and they just flat out don't respond, but you know that they got the message, you know, don't feel bad. Don't feel bad about reaching out again. Feel bad for that person that if they don't reach back out to you, don't try to chase people. They're not worth your time. And here's an example. So, reaching out people to do business with them. More importantly, reaching out to people that you actually want to spend money on and give them money for their services. How is it that you offer services? Someone contacts you via phone and via email looking to hire you for your services. And you can't be bothered to reply to an email or call a person back, respond to their voicemail. Again, the I don't have time, I was busy syndrome, it's totally out the window with all the opportunities that we have nowadays. So that's just a messy mindset right there. Dirty mindset. Got to clean that shit up. Get it together. And just react to someone. If you're not interested in them, just say so, right? Now, the iPhone, but what I understand, because I don't have an iPhone, actually, I don't deal with Apple products. People with Apple products understand exactly why I say that. I say that with love. But the iPhone, man, when somebody sends a text, it automatically that the person got the message. So there's no excuse in terms of a text message of like, oh, I don't know, I never saw your message. You know, that a sorry excuse. It's like, yeah, but I saw you. I saw that you read it. So that's out the window. So I have a CRM system, which is phenomenal. Shout out to HubSpot. Love you guys. Fantastic people. Hardworking team over there doing their thing. HubSpot has a beautiful extension app and part of the system in general, your internal system. You could see this internally, or you could download the extension for your browser and it'll just pop in a notification. That I could see when someone opens an email, and I can see an exact time and date stamp when they open that email, what link they clicked in the email, and even when they open an attachment, when they click on an image, whatever file is attached, I can see that in real time. So you have those other dirty people, which you send an email with a presentation or whatever link or whatever attached. And if you are using this system, you see when they open that email and you see when they click on your links exactly what link And if they actually clicked on the file, open the file that you sent them. Could be a PDF presentation, MP3 song, video file, whatever. You see it. You see it in real time. So if I send somebody an email, I see that they open the email, but they didn't click on anything that I sent them. I call them, reach out to them, send an email. And I've had this happen numerous times. So I mean by dirty mindedness, just lazy mindedness. I say, hey, just want to know, did you have a chance to look at that presentation or, that opportunity to do business with us? Did you look at it? Did you have a chance to review it? What's your thoughts? Knowing full well that they have not looked at it. And you get the answer, yeah, I think we're just going to pass. It's not something I'm really interested in. And I call them out. Well, that's funny. Huh. Well, I mean, it's hard to make a decision on something you didn't bother to look at. So why would you say that? And you didn't even bother to look at the presentation, look at the offer. Those are the type of people that get all scrambled. They get all confused. Like you could hear the pause in their voice and the jump in their voice of, how the hell did he know that? Yeah, I caught you lying, you dirty bastard. So those are the type of people you don't want to do business with. Because if they're acting like that, there's just no use for them. So, shout out to HubSpot. If you're looking to get yourself organized, get your mind organized, get your business organized, heck, you can use it for personal life if you want. But just set up a CRM. There's a couple of different options for accounts. And HubSpot is fantastic. I love that email option. When you email someone from within the CRM, and you could see in real time. And it's a great communication tool because there's been, of course, hundreds of times, thousands of times, where I've sent an email. It's got a presentation attached, or it's got a link connected to something I need them to listen to, whether it be a playlist of artists that I manage or music publishing playlist that I'm looking to pitch music to film and television. I can see that they actually clicked my website and looked at my website. I could see that they clicked on my Instagram link. Scope me out on Instagram. I could see that they actually clicked the link that has the playlist. And then I can see what songs they listened to and for how long they listened. Oh, yeah. We've got that under control. And it helps because I know that they have looked at what I've sent them. They've read what I've sent them. And what's great is I could see it in real time. So I'll wait like 15 minutes and then I'll call them up. I'll say, hey, just want to let you know, I wonder if John took a listen to that track I sent him yet. Sent him a playlist. Just wondering if he had a chance to listen to it. And if so, what's his thoughts? I've had assistants to music supervisors and heads of music at major motion picture and film studios. Well, I'm not sure he's in right now, but I'm like, no, he, and then I tell him he literally just listened to the music 15 minutes ago. And again, you get that response of, wow, how did he know that? Like, she doesn't know that he's done that. It's like, so it helps a little bit. I said, trust me, you let him know I'm on the phone. And, I'm sure he would have talked to me. I'm fresh in his mind. And that's happened, numerous times. He doesn't know the secret. Of course, I get on the phone and, hey, I was just listening to those songs, man. You got some, yeah, I know. See? Conversation starter. You don't have to let it linger. You don't have to wait for them to get back to you. You can see that they are looking at you. So you catch people when you're fresh in their mind. Those are the people I love to play in the mud with. Those are the dirty people I like. Those are the people with the work ethic hustle. Down and dirty. The people that don't think they're highest on the highest of corporate ladder, playing in the clouds. They're down in the dirt. They're down in the trenches. They're working. They're getting their hands dirty. I love those people that are like me. Work 16, 18-hour days sometimes. Yeah. Love those people. People that are shocked that I'm able to schedule a meeting with them when they're in a different time zone, like what happened this morning. They're like, I can't believe that you got up at 5 o'clock in the morning to have a conference call with me just to meet me on my time zone. It was 10 o'clock at night on the other side. Those people, guaranteed you got to do business with them because they love your mentality. That's what I mean by playing in the dirt, getting dirty, doing what you got to do to get things done. There's a guy I mentioned on my last podcast. His name is Nikola Tesla. One of the things that he did was, while he was working on his inventions, creations, all of his IP that he was developing, he didn't have a job. He had to go find a job. He was working for Thomas Edison. And didn't have a job. This guy, one of the smartest men on the planet, was digging graves for $2 a day. Yeah, it sounds weird to some new people here. $2 a day. That's a reality check for back in the 30s, 20s, 1920s, 30s. Yeah. Back in the day. Talking about even earlier than that, when a loaf of bread was literally 5 cents. Literally was. When an apartment for 2 bedrooms in the middle of Times Square, New York City, was $300 a month. No joke. Now $3,000, $4,000 a month. Inflation. Innovation. It's the way the world works, right? So he got down and dirty, his mindset. He got down and dirty. He did what he had to do physically and mentally so he could eat, so he can move forward, so he can advance his life. Think about that. The guy was on a mission to bring electric to the world wirelessly, without cables, working with his idol, Thomas Edison. And that man went and dug ditches, dug graves just to get by. Well, I'll talk about a side hustle for a side hustle. Now, one thing to keep in mind is that people that you do business with, you want to make sure that they're the right person to do business with. They got to have the right mentality, the same mentality. So we'll wrap up with this. Back to the communication thing related to Nikola Tesla. When he first reached out to Thomas Edison, no, didn't have social media. Nope, didn't have email. Shit, didn't even have a phone. And this little thing called writing a letter. Sending it via horseback in the mail. True story, it existed. And he took a train all the way to New Jersey, a couple days long worth of a travel just to try and meet his idol. So when we are now in the future, we are now here with all of these communication tools, by the way, a lot of it thanks to Nikola Tesla. There are zero excuses of why you should not have communication tools at your disposal for use for you to reach out to people and for people to reach out to you. So I want to close and wrap with this. There are those other dirty mindsets, those other people. Again, getting your head right, getting your mind cleaned up. There's so many people today, and it's more. And again, I'm not picking. I'm just calling it like it is, right? The younger generation now, they're so used to DMs and this and that, whatever, just like they don't think to you have to think like other people think. You cannot think like you think. You have to have communication accessible on your social media platforms, on your website, whatever. Like if someone's trying to reach you, you can't have someone DM you or depend on DMs and then don't read them. And I say this where everybody has notifications on their phone. So it's not like you don't see it come in. If someone's reaching out to you because they're interested in doing business with you, and you don't have an email listed on your social media, it's so easy to just put that button there and have that linked to your email and for you to check your email. Once you do set up an email, check it. It's there for a reason. So anyone with a social media account, anybody, old or young, because I've run into it with the older folks too, right? If you have a social media account, please put that call button and email button on your profile. If you don't have that, at least if you have a link to your website, have your contact information on your website, phone, email. Kind of helps people reach out to you. There's so many people that do not have this. So not only do they not have the phone and the email button, the tabs there on your social media profiles, the contact information at least right there for you to see it. Instagram has the button, the tabs, right there. You can just add them. Twitter, just put it right there in the bio section. It's right there. You could put your email and your phone number right there if you don't have a website. Now, LinkedIn people, pay attention. If you change your information, update it. Yeah, update it. Don't forget it's there. And if you're trying to communicate with people on LinkedIn, that's the other frustrating thing with some people. And I've got the stories from other people as well. If someone sends you a direct message on LinkedIn trying to do business with you, respond to it. Even if you're not interested, respond to it. You know how many people connect with people on LinkedIn and then they just want, like, they're just doing it to, make themselves feel good about how many connections they have on LinkedIn? Like, oh yeah, I got 5,000 connections. I don't reply to anybody though. I don't talk to anybody. You know how many people I know about that, like, that go through that? Jesus, people annoy the crap out of me. And I'm sure they annoy the crap out of a ton of other people. So, Get your mind right, clean up your mind, clean up your mentality. Your communication is key. Put an email, your phone number on all of your social media profiles and your website. A last prime example is there are artists that I'm scouting. There are recording artists that are doing these videos and they're posting all over social and doing on YouTube and everywhere else where they're doing their thing. They're trying to get discovered. And someone reaches out to them, but they don't respond and they don't see the messages. If you're trying to get discovered, you're trying to get somewhere, you're trying to advance your career, you have to have an option for people to reach out to you multiple ways. You can't just depend on DMs and then DMs that you'll never look at. Because if someone is not connected, a side note on if someone is not already following you or you're not following them, it goes into this little invisible tab called and a lot of people, when they go to their DMs, they don't automatically see it. There's a little tab called requested, and unfortunately, it gets flooded up with a ton of crap nowadays. I know Instagram's working on it. So, long and short, check your DMs in the requested tab, and make sure that there's no actual business-related people there that have been trying to reach you. Imagine you're a model. You're doing your pretty little thing on Instagram. You look fantastic. You're trying to get a modeling career and you're posting about wishing you had a modeling career, trying to get a modeling agent, yada, yada. Imagine that the largest modeling agency on the planet tries to reach out to you and you don't see it. You have no option for them to contact you, or then the only way is to DM you. So, we have that option now. And then you don't see it. You don't read it. You don't respond. Those people like me in the entertainment industry, executives, we don't have time to chase you down. Someone else will earn your opportunity. So clean up your mindset. If you want to do business with people, generally in general business, and more importantly in an entertainment industry, if you're an actor, model, recording artist, songwriter, you have to give people an option to get in touch with you, and you have to be on top of it. You can't sit there and hope and dream for things to happen for you and then not have any communication skills. The most basic information there for people to get hold of you. So on this Trash Talk Tuesdays, talking about dirty mindsets, the good, bad, and ugly. Hey, I'm telling you. You just gotta clean up your mindset. Get your head right. Get the cobwebs out. So I hope you enjoyed this podcast episode about communication. And if you need to reach me, you know how. thelegacylife.biz, B-I-Z. Instagram at official Ray Los. Instagram at Leave a Legacy Ventures. Instagram at Leave a Legacy Media. And of course, the Legacy Life podcast. So in closing, remember when you wake up in the morning, one thing. Remember to leave a legacy.